Your friendly neighborhood YouTuber is rated PG-13. Parental advisory, explicit content. Viewer discretion is advised. Ladies, I just want you to check out my new fragrance by Giorgio Armani called Cosmic Explosion. Yeah. Hey, what's up, peeps? It's your friendly neighborhood YouTuber, ladies and gents. Okay, guys, so we're going to do a little bit of a customization video, shall we? Customization tutorial video, that's what I'll call it. Customizing Gambit. Alright, so if you guys have been watching a lot of YouTube like I have, you guys know that the new Gambit figure is dropping with the lighter brown coat. I've seen some reviews of that figure, maybe like you guys have seen reviews of, but one thing I didn't like is it has the silver boots. It has like the pinkish like torso, and then his black is like a light blue. And I don't really dig that dude. So here's the older Gambit, which he came out, I believe, was it the Apocalypse Build-A-Figure wave or the Caliban wave, which is a Gambit came out in. So what we're going to do like a little bit of a customization video. So to save you some money on that Gambit, because I actually do like this Gambit a lot, but I feel like he can use a touch of light brown. So what we're going to do, guys, so instead of you going and buying another Gambit figure, which I think this Gambit figure is pretty awesome, and we're going to do like the best of both worlds. So if you want his jacket to look a little bit more brownish, and also we're going to add a little bit more light brownish into his hair as well, I'm going to show you guys how to do that. All you need is acrylic paint, light brown. Shake it up, and then we're going to do like a little dry brushing. So this light brown looks like a good color right there. There's the light brown. And we're just going to do quick light brushing, see how it looks. And we're going to go over his entire coat. So I'm just going to go through this real quick. Touch it up here and there. Just throw some paint on there wherever you want. Just sprinkle it on. It doesn't matter because you're going to blend it anyway. So we'll just throw that on right there. Throw that on right there. Just kind of, this is kind of like dry brushing. One of you guys said in the comments, no, friendly neighborhood YouTuber, that's not how you dry brush. To me, this is how I dry brush. To me, this is dry brushing. I just put a little bit of the wet paint onto his body, and then I lighten it up as I go over it. So I go over it, lighten it up, get some off some of this clunky wet paint, and just kind of go over his arms, just kind of lighten up the jackets. So all you Gambit fans out there, if you want like a lighter version of this guy, then dry brushing is the best way to go. You see how I put the dab of paint on there, and now I'm just kind of dry brushing it over. So let's lift up his arms, and this is going to be a really quick tutorial. Anybody can do this, guys. If you know how to just sprinkle some paint onto him, that's pretty much all you need to do. You see what I'm doing right there? Just rubbing the paint on him like a dry paint, like I'm scrubbing him. You know what I mean? Like I'm scrubbing him. Put some dry paint right there onto his trench coat. We'll come in, we'll get some more, go underneath his arm, go down here. Get that right there. Hopefully you guys are seeing all this. And just lighting up his coat just a little bit to give it more of like a lighter brown effect. Go over his hands. Right there, you can get into where his pegs are at. Right there. Actually, I'm going to get some more paint. And we're going to lighten up this jacket. So we'll get into the pegs right there. Underneath the arms. Like so. Get on the collar, like so. Let's go ahead and hit up his hair. Let's touch up his hair a little bit. So throw some brown in there. This, you really don't need to do any dry brushing. I mean, it's up to you if you want to add some dry brushing in there. It's up to you. We'll go back to his hair. Just kind of let that dry for a moment. Let that sit for a moment and get some of this paint residue off my brush and then onto his coat. So we'll come back to that in a minute. Come around here, do his collar, dry brush his collar. Then we'll come back up to his head and take some of the paint off and then blend it in. We'll get underneath his hair right there. And hopefully this will save you guys some money, because I know Marvel Legends, they love to, you know, they love to reboot or redo the character and make him better. But like I said, I've seen reviews of that Gambit. I don't really think it's that much better. So I've always wanted to customize this Gambit, because I never felt like this Gambit was as good as he could possibly get. So, and I've done other customization videos as well, custom tutorial videos as well, guys. So if you're interested, go ahead and check out my custom tutorial page on my playlist, and you can check out some of my other customs that I did, other custom tutorial videos that I've done. I've done a Spawn custom tutorial video, Iceman custom tutorial video, and so on and so forth. So I love doing these kinds of videos, just not only because I'm a collector and I love collecting these toys, but also I don't like spending my money on figures that I already have, you know, and I can pretty much do what Hasbro has already done and just kind of, you know, do my own thing and save myself $20, you know what I mean, man? And improve a figure that I think is already dope looking, you know what I mean? And when this Gambit first came out, a lot of people didn't really care too much for him. And I'll be honest, I didn't really care too much for him as well, man. But he sat on my shelf, and I've come to like him. I've come to appreciate him. And, but I think, you know, now is the time to change him up a little bit, because I kind of want to turn him into the Gambit that I like. You know what I mean? So this Gambit is one of my favorite figures from the X-Men. Throw some more brown on there. Touch it up. And see how the jacket is already lighting up right now. And also, you're given that wear for Gambit as well. So he has that. You're given the jacket that wear, like you picked it up at the Salvation Army. So you know it's not brand new. You know it's been through a lot. If you're Gambit and you're always playing with, you know, stuff that it will set shit on fire, then obviously, you know, Gambit is going to have a jacket that is worn and that is not brand new. So yeah, he looks good already, dude. Really, really liking his style. There's his hair right there. And I'll show you guys, I'm going to spray this guy down, and I'm going to seal in this paint so this paint doesn't come off and rub off when you play with this figure or display him however you want to. Whatever you do with this figure afterwards, it's up to you. I usually just display my figures. Put some more brown on his collar. And then if you want to go inside, it's up to you. I don't really want to go inside, but I lighten up his jacket a little bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray some sealant on him, because I want to keep this stuff inside on him and not on my fingers. So I'll show you how to do that in a minute. I'm just touching up some spots right here, and then I'll show you the finished product afterwards. Looking good, looking good. So if you guys, you know, want to save some money and you guys don't want to get that other Gambit figure, and you're pretty satisfied with this one as I am with this one, and you just want him a little bit more, you want a little bit more brown on him, more lighter brown on him, you know, this is a good way to lighten him up. Get his shoulders right there. Get down here where I missed this part right here. And there you guys have it. So I'm going to go ahead and spray. Let me get his arm right here. Get that. And we'll do a close-up as well, and I'll show you what he looks like with the finished product. So there's Gambit. Loving his coat, dude. So I'm going to spray some sealant on it. And then he should be good to go. And I'll give you guys a close-up detail. Okay, so instead of the spray, I'm actually going to use this instead. Matte Varnish, Liquid Tech Professional. That's what I am, Liquid Tech Professional. It is permanent varnish to protect surfaces. So instead of spraying this onto him, I'm just going to slightly dab it on him. So I'm just going to pour some of this right here on this. And it's like a clear coating. So you can dab it onto your paintbrush. Go over this. You should wait for the paint to dry, but nonetheless, either way, it doesn't really matter. Throw some paint on here. Hopefully the gloss is not going to look as glossy. Oh shit. Sorry, I used some of the paint. Let me take some of that off. Put some of that on. Yeah, there we go. And when it dries, it'll look a whole lot better. So just kind of paint that on there like that, and this will help protect this paint from rubbing off. Just kind of gloss it up a little bit. Gloss it up. And don't worry about the paint rubbing off. It doesn't matter. And also the gloss too itself will help bring out the shine of your paint job as well. It'll dry, so it's not going to look as shiny. But like I said, there's a spray that you can use. My suggestion is not to use the gloss because you don't want the jacket to look too glossy. But there is the spray, the matte finish going over the jacket like so. Boom shakalaka shakalaka boom shakalaka. That's what we used to say back in the 90s. Put some more on here, get some of his collar, and if you want, you can put some on his hair too to make it look like he has hair gel. I cracked myself up. I don't know why that was funny. I apologize. I'm pretty lame. So paint some of that on there. Paint some of that on there. And you see how quickly it dries too. You see how I painted that arm, and you see how quickly it dries. Get this right here. Paint some more on there, and this varnish will help, like I said, preserve the paint from rubbing off when you pick it up. Go some of that, go right there. We'll add some more varnish right here on the front, and the boom 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 boom, and then we'll add some varnish on his hair like so, and make sure that this doesn't come off. It stays on there. And I do like this head sculpt. This head sculpt kind of grew on me, man. I remember when it first came out, I'm like, yeah, this head just doesn't feel right. But it has grown on me, man. Alright, so there is the Gambit final look. It's going to take a minute for it to dry. But there, you guys can see some of the wear and tear on the jacket to make it seem like a little bit more lighter brown. Very, very dope looking. And I'll give you a final product look of how it looks later on. If you want to add some more brown to it, you can go ahead and go on there, add some more brown if you want to. It doesn't matter if you mix the matte and the paint. It's all going to stay on there regardless, so if you want to add some more paint on there around the collar, you can do so like that. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. You can add some more paint, light brown paint onto the jacket like so. On the back, because the matte varnish is already on there, so it doesn't really matter. It's going to stay on there. Very, very dope. And there you have a custom Gambit with some wear and tear. So I'll wait for it to dry, guys, and I'll show you the finished product of this Gambit. Looking 100 times better, in my opinion. Okay guys, so we are back. Alright, Gambit is somewhat dry, so here is the final look right here. As you guys can see, the wash looks pretty damn good right there. He's got the rough and rugged look. He's got his jacket. He still maintains the brown underneath the light brown, the dark brown underneath the light brown. You go around, there's the tattered look of the jacket right there. See how nicely that turned out, man? Very, very nice. Looks like a real, authentic leather jacket. There's his hair right there. If you're wondering, we added some brown, light brown highlights to the dark brown hair right there. And he looks pretty damn good, if I say so myself, man. I could use a little bit more paint inside, which I might touch up as well. But to show you the difference, here is the outside. There is the inside. So remember, the inside looked as dark as the outside, because I didn't touch the inside. So here's the inside, then there's the outside. So there's your classic Gambit. He still has all the cool features. He still has the metallic pink. He still has the blue boots, the dark hot pink, metallic pink, the blue, and he has the brown trench coat on with some light brown highlight attributes added to this Gambit. So he looks really, really awesome, man. He looks really, really nice. Came out really, really nice. The jacket came out really, really nice. So if you guys are looking for kind of like an upgrade, you don't really want to get the other Gambit that's coming out, and you're pretty satisfied with this guy, and you just kind of want to lighten up this Gambit, you know, and add some, you know, dry brown brushing, light brown brushing over his jacket, then this is a good technique for you guys. It'll save you 20 bucks if you're not interested in picking up that Gambit. There's his hair right there, looking magnificent. He went to the stylist. Now he's looking magnificent. So there you guys have it, man. Just a little customization tutorial video to touch up your Gambit, which I think looks awesome, man. I think he came out really, really nice. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you make of this Gambit? Are you still gonna pick up the other Gambit? I still really like this Gambit. I think he looks awesome. There's really nothing wrong with him. And now you gave him a new look, so he stands out in your collection. He stands out from all the other Gambits that other people own and have. So there you guys have it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Just want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out!